Not bad, huh? Not bad. Really beautiful little stretch of land and sea here. Hey, the surf is actually a bit loud. Are you able to hear me okay? You can. Okay, can you also hear the waves? No? Oh, maybe I'll get closer next time. We can hear. Okay. I'm up on the second floor of the studios. I thought it would be a little bit easier to hear me. I was worried if I down there that the waves would be too loud. You wouldn't be able to hear it all. So, okay. Well, thank you again so sincerely for making the time and exerting the effort. I was just saying that I was, I'm here in retreat and I'm assisting my teacher, Lynn Minton, my longtime teacher, on a retreat that she's facilitating, which is it's just the sweetest position to be in. I'm sort of in this liminal space between teacher and student and able to really just be at the foot of my great teacher and be observing and supporting the process of facilitating growth and love and reconnection that she does and has done so beautifully for so many decades. So of course I have with me though all of you, and I've just been thinking, over to the right and over to the left, like, oh, and here's our community, our Yoga for Mental Health community of practitioners, and we're doing the same thing. We're developing this same, like, oh yeah, I know you were in, I love it so much, like, oh, we were on that other retreat together, or you were in that online class, and I recognize your name, or I recognize your face, or oh, you know the metta meditation too. Oh, we made this connection, had this conversation. There's this incredible tensile strength that comes with our reconnections to each other and to the intention, the discipline around our practice. And it morphs. We have these two balancing, and from another perspective, they might seem like competing, but or opposing, but really they are these balancing qualities of our pulse, of our life force, of our breath, and within and out. And by nature, we come together and then we move apart and then we come back together and we recognize each other and we recognize ourselves more clearly when we see what is reflected back to us by these people and by this practice that we've prioritized, and it gets stronger. So here we are again on Monday morning, meditation, mindfulness practice, starting at the beginning. Oh yes, there's a body. My teacher, Lynn, she just shared with me last night at dinner that she heard a teaching or podcast, something like that, where a teacher called the body his meat puppet. I don't quite know what to make of it except to laugh at it. But here we are with our puppets, with these bodies that our consciousness lives within and is protected by, is carried by. So if you would begin again with bringing your awareness to whatever, let's just go ahead and say to whatever part of your body feels pleasant. And please do offer your loving attention to your body this morning and see if you can't help it to feel more pleasant, to become more comfortable. Maybe it's more pleasant if you look up. Maybe it's more pleasant if you look down or close your eyes. Explore a little bit so you can find out, like, well, what about if you're not sure? What about if you tense your, ball your fingers into fists? Is that more pleasant than stretching your fingers out? Is that more pleasant than just relaxing? Maybe resting your hands on your lap or on your table. Maybe pressing into your heart or to your belly. Sometimes the difference is quite subtle. Like all of those positions might be fine. So you might be looking for just the subtlety between slightly better. And I really want to encourage you to see that potential for me, for you, for all of us, to have an experience that's slightly more comfortable, slightly more pleasant. So another moment or two to attune to your body. Notice that it's there. See if or how you might make your experience of being in a body more pleasant. You might sit instead of stand. You might lie down instead of sit. Any of these three base positions, sitting, standing, or lying down, is a good one for mindfulness or meditation practice. You might be relatively still. You might be swaying a little bit. In your investigation of your experience in your body, you might have found that there's something besides comfort and pleasure. There might be something that's less pleasant, maybe even unpleasant. Okay, you're not doing it wrong. That's what being a body is like. You're not doing it wrong. But see if you can find a relative contentment, a relative attunement with your body where it knows that you are aware of and that you're prioritizing, helping to facilitate its relative comfort. And then see if you can bring your awareness of your breath into the foreground. So you might do that by amplifying your breath, maybe a little bigger, a little noisier, maybe a little slower. You're breathing. You're breathing. And then similar to the process of first noticing and then maybe prioritizing or assisting or enhancing the breath, see if you can't offer any more space or encouragement to any part of your breath. So some of us will find that, big inhalation, maybe especially in the morning if you're feeling more lethargic or heavy, a big inhalation, and you can actually take the upward moving and outward moving quality of the inhalation and extend it further, maybe through your fingers or through your arms or even through your neck and your head by looking up or reaching up. Some of us might find that the fullness at the top of the inhalation is really interesting, or yes, uplifting in a way that feels nourishing. There's the exhalation, the release, the body's natural mechanism, releasing, relaxing, settling. That might be more pleasant, maybe it's more unpleasant. And notice, if you would, that there's also a pause, there's a transition piece. After the exhalation, before the next inhalation comes. So let's take a minute or so, maybe about 5 cycles of the breath to try to keep awareness of breath in the foreground. So that means when other options arise, you just sort of notice them in the background, but you don't turn attention towards them. You keep attention to breathing. Noticing, if you can, all four parts, and enhancing, enjoying what you can. Okay, let's raise the vibration just a little bit by adding a little bit of sound. So you might just turn up the volume of your breath a little bit so it sounds a bit like the ocean. So you can, contract in your throat. And it's almost, sometimes I think of it like a pre-snore. Maybe that's not as sexy as the ocean, but you'll get a feel for like how you can create the sound. This is called the ujjayi breath. It's a fierce or a focused breath. So this one can be especially helpful if you're feeling kind of fierce, or if you want to feel a little more fierce. And it also can be done quite subtly. So if you've got someone sleeping in the next room, or even sleeping right beside you, you can raise the vibration, add the focus of the resonance of your voice, without creating too much disturbance. If you're able, if you're willing this morning to add a little more amplification, let's do a couple of minutes worth of humming. This is the bee breath. And for lots of reasons, it has the potential to be quite therapeutic. So just like a bee, inhale. I don't know exactly how bees breathe, but as we breathe, we'll inhale just naturally, however you like. You can enhance it if you like. But on the exhale, there's the and you might even feel, as you do the buzz sound, a little buzz in your mouth, around your teeth. You're welcome to also cup your hands over your ears. That can be a nice way to even capture or contain some of the vibration. You can play with the pitch a little bit. And again, just as you are able, take a break and relax your voice if you need to, but we'll continue for another minute or so with the hum vibration. See where you can feel it, hear it. Relax your face. One or two more cycles, natural inhale, buzz. On the exhale. And then very gently, just let the vibration fade. Come back to natural, easy breath. Give your body a quick scan and see if there's any new information. If it's time to move or shift. We'll do just one more practice together this morning, and that will bring the breath back to the forefront. So once the body has been accommodated and supported, you feel the body breathing. Encourage it. Linger in the pleasant parts. And then let's add this mantra. So we identified 4 parts to the breath. I'll offer you one word to say to yourself with each of the 4 parts. On the inhalation, I. At the top of the inhalation, am. With the exhalation, here. At the end of the exhalation, now. I am here now. I am here now. Continue. Here in this body, here in this moment, here steeping in the actualization of your intention, in the supportive practice, in this fun and wonderfully compassionate and supportive community, here, now. So I want to encourage you to continue. You can't overdose on this mantra. So don't limit yourself. Continue to feed your brain with this aspect of awareness. And the beauty of these practices is that we exert some effort to establish, to learn, to reinforce a new practice, a new mantra, and then it gets integrated and it arises spontaneously to help support us when we need it. So you might find I am here now, maybe just here now. Allow your attunement to your mind and your intention and your heart to allow you to personalize this practice as well, just as we personalize the position or the movement or stillness that we use in establishing our presence in our practice. And then tell me how it goes. I love hearing about your experience. I love sharing mine with you. And I hope to share this place, more of this place. I'm sharing this place with you here now. And I'd love to be here again together. So keep up the good work. And I'll hang out for a couple of minutes here. We'll end the formal practice, but I'll hang out for a couple of minutes if anyone has any questions. And hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful Monday. All things are possible on Monday morning. Okay. Namaste.